Jumpman MD here. If I look a little funny, that's because I'm wearing a blindfold here. That's because I'm going to be playing the N64 classic Banjo-Kazooie Blindfolded. Yes, blindfolded. But only a small portion of the game, because I have only gotten through a small portion using this approach thus far. Hopefully, someone who watches this who has more time than me will be able to further vet the techniques that I use in this and extrapolate them to play through the whole game blindfolded. I don't know that I myself will have that kind of commitment. But without further ado, let's get going. And in case it's not obvious, I'm not playing on console. Maybe someday, but yeah, so blindfolded speedruns. Any of you who have watched other blindfolded speedruns of other games, like Mario 64, perhaps the most well-known, know that what makes blindfolded speedruns work is actually only partially the audio cues and much more the movements. The goal is to be able to do the same movements every single time. That's the way that you get through a game without being able to see. In the case of Banjo-Kazooie, we don't have some of the things that you might see in a blindfolded run of Mario 64, like where you can hear Mario sidle along the wall, or where there's the sound of his footsteps that stops when he's up against the wall. We don't have that in Banjo-Kazooie. So we have to rely on other audio cues, things like paddling in the water, or the change in sound when Banjo's walking through some flowers or certain kinds of grass. Really, it will make more sense once the game starts. For now, we're just waiting for the cutscene to finish. Of course, at this point in the cutscene, we're getting introduced to Tooty and Bottles. I can't see them, but I've played this game so many times that I know that that's what's happening. I'm not guaranteeing that this is all going to be done in one take, but you will see us get through Spiral Mountain and all the conga jiggies in Mumbo Sound. Forgot how charming the music in this intro cutscene is. In case you didn't notice, I am recording two different sources. One, the laptop that is playing the game, and the other source is a different laptop that's facing me. And these two laptops are also facing each other so that you can see that there's no shenanigans going on, like where the game is somehow on a screen that I can see it or something. And this particular blindfold is actually meant to be used for sleeping, but I figured that would make it perfect for something like this. I definitely can't see through it. Cutscene almost over. Alright, finally through that. So yeah, we are going to do Spiral Mountain completely blindfolded. Alright, this is take 3 of Spiral Mountain blindfolded. I was a little rusty the first couple times and messed up on a couple spots. Alright, so we go down right, run into Bottles, we can't actually read what he's saying anyway, so we'll cancel his text with L, R, and B. Can't cancel when he asks us questions, so we just speed it up. Then we say to him, no, we do not need you to teach us moves, just give them to us. Okay. Now, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and off we go. Into the wall intentionally because that pushes us in the direction we want to go. Two, three, left. Into the drink, which is what we want. Now, we are going to swim up and count paths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Alright, we should be locked into a corner, which is what we want. So, we got onto the tree. That's what we want. Yes. Okay. Alright. So, we need to jump to the bottom left. Alright, we should be on the bridge/ramp. The camera will have swung around behind us. I'm probably right on the left edge of the bridge, which is a little bit tricky. That's okay. We can compensate for that with just a little bit of movement. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we are now going up the mountain. I know that because I did not hear us fall over. I'll wait for the scales. Yes! We are almost there. Alright, we made it. Alright, we're onto the bridge. Try to swing the camera around behind us so we can go straight up. Always seem to get myself a little stuck on this part, but there we go. So, we are through Spiral Mountain, blindfolded. Alright, we wait for this cutscene to play. Then the real fun begins. Wish I could skip this cutscene, but there really isn't any facility for that. And you can't even speed up the text. Alright. Take 13 of the beginning of Grunty's Lair blindfolded. 13 may be an unlucky number, but I've got a good feeling for us here today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Jump to the right. The scales told us that we landed on the platform, so then I jumped up onto the next one, now onto the last one. And there's the first Jiggy. I landed a little farther to the right of it than I wanted to, but I knew that if I just turned up to the left that I would end up getting it. Alright, now we just go down right until we hear Bottles talk. He has spoken. The camera is now facing Mumbo's mountain, so we will go to the right for a little bit. 1, 2, 3, jump. That should have put us over the little fence. We're gonna hold R to put the camera behind us. Let's go straight up. Okay, music changing tells me that we have ended up in the general vicinity of the Jiggy platform. Let's go up left to lock ourselves into that corner. Now let's go down to the right. And there we are. We are on the Jiggy platform. And the first world is open. Alright. Down left. Wait to hear the music change again. Okay, the music has changed. By this point, we're sure to be locked into that little corner of the fence. Let's do a quick jump. A beak barge. Then one to the left. And we are into Mumbo's Mountain. Yes, take 13 was the lucky one indeed. Now, take one of Mumbo's Mountain. Alright, take 2 of Mumbo's Mountain Blindfolded. Into the water, which is good. Right out of the water. And there's Conga. Oh, 5, 6, 12. We did not actually want him to hit the platform, to hit the top, his tile there, but that's okay. Let's see, we just hit it a little further than we wanted to. So, he should be locked into a corner. So let's do a short beak barge. Now a long one to the right. Alright. There's the first tile. Okay. Now, this next part. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Finding the last tile is always tricky. Alright, found the last tile. Now let's see if we can find the corresponding Jiggy. Well, we found Jiggy's orange. Ah, there we go. There's the Jiggy. Now we need to find Chippy. Shouldn't be too hard. Sometimes I have to fumble around a bit until you find it. Here. Oh, went too far to the right. There we go. Alright, need to lock ourselves into the corner behind the stone. There's the Jiggy. There's bottles for the eggs. Alright, lock ourselves into a corner. Now, to get up onto the platform to fight Conga. Yeah, we barge straight to the left on purpose. Let the wall carry us where we want to go. Alright, hearing Conka talks, that means we can fight him. Jump over the orange. Yeah, you'd think that that fight is difficult, but that's actually kind of the easiest part once you get down the timing of the jumps to avoid the oranges. Alright. 1, 2 off, and now just go straight down until we get the Jiggy. There it is. Alright, and that actually is as much of Mumbo's Mountain as I have figured out at this time, but this shows that this game could be done blindfolded. There's a lot more that has yet to be figured out, but I'm sure that people much more skilled than me can build on this to create an amazing route, and I cannot wait to watch someone who has mastered it. Alright, that's all. Thanks for watching if you made it this far. On a personal note, you may be wondering, why was I honest about the fact that, say this was the second take of Mumbo's Mountain and that with Gruntilda's Lair that it took 13 takes? Well, the honest truth about that is that I have had a very perfectionistic streak for my whole life, and it has been damaging to my mental health. Feeling that I need to present the perfect version of myself to others, because I don't think that I am perfect. In fact, I think everyone is perfect except me. So, intentionally showing the mistakes, being honest about the fact that it takes multiple takes for me to make this blindfolded run work, is actually better for my mental health than pretending that I did it all on the first try. Alright, see you next time.